Alright, finally got some parts in. I ordered 2 new fuel injectors off of Amazon. So we got these in. These are the main injectors. So these run the bike at low RPM because it has 8 injectors. So you got 4 injectors at the top of the rail. 1, 2, 3, 4. These kick in at high RPM. So when you get down in it, these kick in and spray more fuel through the throttle bodies to the engine. The ones at the bottom down here is at the bottom of the rails. These are like your idle and like low RPM. Now that's what I read up. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. But this fuel rail here has to come off to replace them. It's got 4, I don't know if you can see them. There's 4 Phillips head screws that's at the bottom of the rail that you have to take out. And you have to unplug all the injector harness plugs. The top ones are really simple. You can just kind of grab them, unplug them like that. And the bottom ones need to get a light where we can see down there. Let's see if we can see. Light don't come unplugged. The bottom injectors, which are the ones that we're going after, it's 1 and 2 actually. See if I can get a light right there. You can see the plug right here. You kind of have to take a small flathead screwdriver and there's a push clip, kind of push up on it and pull, and the harness comes out. And once you get it all unplugged, you can just take your screws out. There's Phillips head screws right up under the rail. I messed up one trying to get it out. You got to make sure you use the right Phillips head bit. That's one of them there. You can see I kind of boogered it up. But there's one here, there's another one there, and there's 2 more on the other side. Then this whole rail should come out and you should be able to change your lower injectors. I only got 2 because the other ones were working fine. But yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and get this rail off, and so we can change those 2 injectors. I couldn't get the gas tank off because it's got like 4 Allen head screws and they're kind of stripped. So someone's had this tank off before. So I just kind of got it bungee cord up because I didn't want to have to fight with trying to get those screws out. But let's see. A bunch of kids running around out there. What a racket. So anyway, make sure you use the right Phillips head screwdriver bit to get those screws out. So first off, I'm gonna go ahead and unplug this harness from the, it's kind of hard to see. If you just push in, push down on the little tab. You might have to use some needle nose to pull it off of there. You don't want to break these plugs, because then you have to replace the whole harness. Just give it a little wiggle. You probably, well, I was going to say you probably don't have to unplug all of them if you're just replacing 2. I recommend just pulling the whole, just pull all the plugs off. Just make sure you keep up with where they go. Because mainly we're going after 1 and 3. I might be able to not have to pull all the plugs off. We'll just do 1 and 3. I might be able to just pull the harness up with the rail. There's 3 right there. Getting kind of warm in here. All right, let's see here. I've already went through and loosened all the Phillips head screws that holds the rail, so don't want to drop them. Look like it's a 2-piece rail, but everything comes out at once. Let's see. Trying to get a better light where I can see. I was going to pull the whole throttle bodies off, and then I thought about it. I was like, why do all that when I can just take the rail off. Just move all this stuff out of the way. See, where's that other screw at? These are special screws too, so you don't want to lose them. They're like shoulder screws. Oh, it's already coming apart now. Just got to be careful not to drop any O-rings or Does the harness got me? Yeah, I think the harness, it's like a zip tie right here. Loosen that up. Alright, there's the rail. Make sure all your O-rings either stay on the injectors or stay in the intake. So there's the injector rail there. There's all the injectors. So we're going after 3, which is here, and 1. So it should just pop right out of there. But you have these little O-rings on the end. That one stayed in the intake or in the throttle body, so don't want to lose that, because then you got to buy an injector kit just for some O-rings, and those are special O-rings. It's kind of complex working on this thing. But I'll do my best to get in there. You can see what I'm doing. All right. So we got to pull this injector here out. It looks like it just pulls out. There it is there. So that's number 3. Man, we got gas going everywhere. Yeah, the new injector don't come with the O-ring that goes into the intake. It just comes just like that. So this little O-ring here, and the top and bottom injectors is the same. So there's that little O-ring. Don't want to lose that. There's something different. Oh, it does come with an O-ring on it. I didn't see it. Yeah, it comes with an O-ring. Because I tried to put the O-ring. It's got one on there. I tried to put the old one on there, and it was like the little sprayer looked it shorter. I was like, wait a minute. So I'm gonna put a little grease on them O-rings. Just a little lithium grease so it'll slide back together easy. Just like that. Alright, and then number 1 is right here. That's the one the O-ring stayed in the intake. Oh man, that sucker don't want to come out of there. Make sure the O-ring stays on the injector too, the orange one. You don't want it to stay in the rail, because then you'll be trying to force it in there and you have a fuel leak. I think they were like $16 a piece. So I'm gonna put a little grease on the orange O-ring so it can go back into the rail. It's gotta go that way. Make sure all the O-rings are on there tight. Make sure the upper O-rings, it's got upper O-rings for the upper injectors. One of them stayed on here. I'm wondering, should I take them out and put them back on the injectors, or just try and wing it? I can see the top ones though. And they gotta go through the holes in the throttle bodies. It's like everything has got to line up precise, or it won't go back in there. That's that one. What was that? Something dropped. Something fell. What that was. Wasn't an O-ring though. Make sure it wasn't an O-ring. I don't know what that was. Man, these things are stubborn. Don't want to go back in there. I'm hung up somewhere. This top one over here. Yeah, I'm gonna have to put the O-rings on the injectors. It's not gonna work. Double check and make nothing. Make sure that nothing didn't fall off. I seen something drop, it probably just some dirt. Should you put the top ones in first? I had them in there, but I couldn't get this side in. Is that in? That's that one. That's that one. The thing is, the top injectors has got to line up with these holes in the throttle bodies. I can't see over there. It sucks. Okay, there's that one. There's that one. There's that one. There's that one. It's like once you take them loose, they're hard to get back in there. Make sure all the O-rings are seated. Get a screw back in there. they all got to line up. They got like some slots on the throttle bodies for the top ones, man. They all got to line up just right. They don't line up, they won't go in. That's the screw that's jacked up. Before you go cranking down, just make sure everything is nice and seated. Because you don't want no fuel leak on a motorcycle. Really, you don't want no fuel leak on nothing. That'll be a bad day. Especially one that's not yours, eh? Alright. Okay, that's that one. I'm sitting here thinking about fuel leaks. Some years ago, this guy had a 96 FZR 600 Yamaha sport bike. And him and his girlfriend got in an argument, and I think he put his hands on her. So she went out, his bike was in the yard. She went out in the yard, opened his gas tank, and she tried to throw her lighter off in it. And he ran after her, trying to stop her. So what she did, she knocked the bike over, and she lit her lighter and threw it at the bike, and it went up in flames, like to burn her up, burn him up. And I had a FZR 600, and I needed some parts, and a friend of mine lived next door to him. He called me and said, "Man, fire department just put out my neighbor's bike. It's like yours, and you might want to check on them. It might be for sale." So I waited a couple days, went around, and the bike was, all the plastics were burnt up. But it still has some good parts, good wheels. I ended up buying it for like $100. But it was all toasty. It laid there and burned until the fire department got there. So it was interesting. Alright, so the fuel rail is back on. I got to hook the fuel line back up to the gas tank, hook the fuel pump back up, and I might crank it with the airbox off. It won't hurt it that way. If I need to look for a fuel leak or something, or maybe another injector go bad, I won't have to worry about pulling all it off. So I'm gonna go ahead and get up and hook up the gas tank. Got cords tangled up everywhere. Just bear with me. I'm trying to untangle all these cords, and man, it's a nightmare. So I'm gonna hook all these bungee cords, make sure everything's plugged up. And hopefully, should fire up and run like she's supposed to this time. Then we can move on to something else. Alright, fuel line's connected. Hopefully the battery's still up. I had it on battery 10. Just gotta hook these. Trying to hold the gas tank and hook up the fuel pump. That ain't gonna work. Get a piece of wood or something. All right. Fuel tank is connected. What I'll probably do is, well, I could cycle the key just to make sure that we don't have any fuel leaks. Running out of space. Let me get a flashlight. That way I can see if anything goes wrong. I don't see any fuel dripping. I don't see anything. I see with the crank, hopefully the battery is still up. The start button, I gotta do something about that. running good. It's loud because there's no exhaust on it, but it's hitting on all cylinders now. That baby is loud. That thing is loud with no exhaust. I don't see how they rode it like that. That is just ridiculous. I don't know if the pipes got messed up when they fell off of it, or they was just running around with no exhaust, but that is super loud. But we got the exhaust for it. I got some aftermarket mufflers to put on it, and that should quieten it down some. But yeah, it's hitting on all cylinders now. It spit some coolant out of the overflow. Must got air in it. But yeah, I did find out something else on it, that this foot peg over here is broke. I didn't even know it was cracked until I was just looking at it. So I'm gonna have to order another foot peg. I ordered the brake pedal for the other side that's broken off. So I guess I'll go on there and order this, because that ain't gonna work. That's gonna snap off, get hurt. But my oil leak is fixed. There's no oil leaking from the stator cover, so that's good. But yeah, she is loud. So I'm gonna let the smoke clear. This is just burning off all that rust and stuff on the exhaust, and let it clear out in here some, and we'll take a look at the exhaust pipes, the slip-ons I got, get them on there and quieten it down. So I've been letting this thing run, and it's getting up to temperature really fast. I remember when I first took the radiator cap off, before I even cranked it up, it had a lot of pressure built up, and I thought maybe it just had air in it from sitting up for so long. But I've been putting coolant in it, and it just spit it back out. There's a bleeder screw right on top of the thermostat housing. It's right up under the tank below the throttle bodies. So I tried bleeding it out. That didn't work. And it gets up there really high, and then the fans will kick on. Let's see. It's like normal now. But if I run it for like at least probably almost 10 minutes, the fans immediately kick on, running high speed, and there's a lot of pressure on this hose. Now remember, there was like some gel looking stuff inside of the radiator, so I'm wondering if the radiators have clogged up. Hopefully nobody didn't put any stop leak in it, because when I drained the oil out, it was kind of milky looking. So I don't know if that was from condensation from it sitting outside for so long, or it's got a head gasket that's leaking. But I guess what I'm gonna do is take the radiator hoses off, try and flush out that radiator, and see would that work. It's got, I don't know if these has got a thermostat on them or not. So I was thinking that maybe the thermostat could be sticking. But anyway, it sounds good. But we got this coolant issue, so I'm gonna work on that before I put the exhaust on it, make sure that's gonna pan out all right. So now the fans is on again, and it don't want to start. I let it sit and cool for a little bit, and I tried to re-crank it, and now it's just grunting. So it's definitely got a cooling issue. That's probably the reason why the first person got rid of it. Well, I'm gonna let it cool off some more and see when it start back up. She is getting hot. She is getting real hot. Yeah, she's getting on up there. There's the fans. Got pressure. So I'm just gonna have to flush out that radiator. I tried bleeding it one more time after I let it cool off. It cranked up, but it's definitely something in the radiator cooling system. So I got this thing outside and got the radiator hoses off, and all of this crystallized stuff came out of the hoses. So I don't know if somebody put some stop leak in there or what, but I tried to back flush it, and it's not that much flow coming out of the bottom radiator hose. So I'm thinking the radiator's half stopped up, because if you look in it, you can see some crystallized stuff stuck in the top right here in the flukes. So I think I'm gonna have to take this radiator off, try and get it to a radiator shop and see if they can maybe boil it out. Hopefully they can, and that'll solve our cooling issue. I just think it don't have enough coolant flow. I blocked off this top hose and blew through there and got very little coolant flow or water flow coming out the bottom. So I'm gonna get this radiator off, get it to a radiator shop, and let them boil it out, and hopefully that solves our problem. So I just took the bottom radiator hose off, and look what I found. It's almost clogged up. So I'm starting to think that this radiator might not be any good. That's what I was seeing through the top. Well, actually that's on that side, but this is what the bottom of the radiator looks like inside. I don't know if that's stop leak or what that is, but we'll see what we're gonna do with it. Got some parts in today, so picked up the brand new radiator, came in. I've already installed the cooling fans on the back of it, so I'm going to get this put on, and hopefully that'll solve our cooling issue. Also, I got the new foot peg holder that holds the gear shift. It goes on the side like that, because this one's got a split right there that I didn't notice. So we got a new one. I got to disassemble. Take the shifter off. It's connected to this rod. So this one little clip here, C-clip, take it off, slide it off the shaft, 3 Allen bolts. I think there's a pin. Yeah, there's a clip, C-clip back here. Take that, slide that shaft out, a little pin out, and put that on. That'll be fixed. And of course I got the brake lever for the other side. It's like adjustable brake lever, because this side over here was broken, but this one I just got, that side I got off of eBay. So this is a used part. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this radiator on. Let's get some coolant in it, get it cranked back up, and hopefully this bad boy won't be running hot anymore. And we'll be done with that. We can get the gas tank bolted down right. I'm not going to put the plastics on. That one side is broke. I don't know if I'll be able to put it on or not. He said he's going to buy a whole new plastic set for it anyway, so it won't have any plastics on the side. I might bolt up that side to see how it looks. We'll see how it goes, but the fairings got a lot of broke pieces. So from when it went down on both sides, so it's going to need some new fairings. Plus he don't like that color anyway, but that's on him. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this radiator in, get this stuff put on, and move on. sucker. No, it is loud without the exhaust on it. But it's not running hot, so that's good. Staying up to temperature. The fan's kicked on right a little bit past, well, not even past half, almost half. So that's pretty good. I did put fresh coolant. I bled the air out of the system. So the radiator is working. I went ahead and put on the new brake pedal, and I put on this new pedal assembly. It was just the plate that the shifter and the peg go on. Still needs the Kickstarter sensor, but I don't think he's worried about that. I talked to him about it. But yeah, she is running good now. It wasn't running hot. It's going to need a battery. That battery runs down after it sits for a couple of days. So no biggie on that. So with that being said, I guess we're going to go ahead and start getting this thing together so it can be able to be ridden. I got to put the seats back on, and that's really it on it. Let's put the seats back on. Alright, so it's not running hot. That's a good thing. I put fresh coolant in it, bled it out. It has a bleeder screw on the thermostat housing up under the gas tank, right up under the intake where your throttle bodies go. Bled that out. I did have to make a modification to this overflow tube hose because I believe the other radiator, the overflow tube, this top tube came out to the side, and then this hose here went straight up. I think it came out and bent down, but this one comes straight this way, so I just added a little adapter on there and put an extra piece of hose. But yeah, it's staying cool now. Both fans are working. So the next thing to do is to get the exhaust on. I got brand new exhaust for it. Oh, and I also went ahead and put on the new foot peg holder thingy there. Got the shifter back on there, and also I went ahead and put on the brand new brake pedal assembly. It's just a universal pedal, and it actually matches the levers up here. So another Amazon part. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get the exhaust ready so we can quieten this thing down. Alright, it's time to open the new exhaust, and hopefully this exhaust actually works for this bike. I ordered it off of eBay. It's supposed to be just aftermarket 2-pipe exhaust system. They emailed me and said that I want the dual pipes or the single pipes, and I said dual because the exhaust up under the bike, which it has a manifold, well, not a manifold, it has a converter still up under it with the oxygen sensor, because this bike is fuel injected. Let me turn this AC off, that way you can hear me better. So hopefully this is what I ordered. Comes with some stickers, and I don't want to scratch it up. It's carbon fiber looking. Huh, that looks pretty cool. Carbon fiber. Man, it got hot in here quick. So this will be one side. I'm gonna lay that down. And it comes with the clamp. KO Lightning, that's what it's called. Comes some more stickers and some more stickers. Let me turn a fan on. Without the AC on, it is hot. This is so loud. I don't know if that's any better or not. Looks like this will be the pipes. This will be the down pipes that go to the converter up under the bike. Comes with the clamps. Look at that. That's some cool weldment there. So those are the two down pipes. And this will be the other muffler. Which will be the same thing as the other one basically. But I'll leave it wrapped up till I get ready to put it on there. So it should be the kit for the Hayabusa. That's what they said it was. Carbon fiber look. Quieten it down a lot. So I'm gonna get some things together so we can stick it all on there. Move you guys over by the bike. See if we can get this hooked up. The best way we can. Bring all our stuff over there. So it looks like this pipe here, it don't say what's left or right. It's gotta go like that. Of course, they don't give you no instructions with this stuff. You just got to kind of figure it out on your own. So I'm going to say that's going to be that side pipe there. Let me get the other pipe, or the silencer rather. Don't say what's left and what's right. Still the same thing. What I'm gonna say. It's gonna go somewhere like that. You got the springs, and then there's clamp, band clamp that goes around the foot. I mean back here where the foot peg is, where the original mufflers was. So I'm gonna get the band clamp. So I don't want to scratch nothing up. We got this clamp that goes around it. Looks like it's got some double-sided sticker stuff. Does this go? It's gotta go on the, I guess it goes on the outside. That's how it was. Does it go on the inside? No, it can't go on the inside because it's, alright, so I suspect that this goes like that. And there's a bolt. And a washer. So that's got to go like that, and then this bolt is not long enough. Well, it might be. Ah, this is gonna suck. Maybe I should put the spring on first. Yeah, this bolt is not long enough. I have to get a longer bolt to go through here, I think. I don't know if I can just maybe put this on first. No, that ain't gonna be long enough. I'm gonna have to get a longer bolt to go through here because it's got these rubber insulators right here. So I'm gonna round up a longer bolt. One a little bit longer. I got an Allen bolt. I think I got two of them. Let's see what I can find. Turn the AC back on. Fan ain't doing jack. Alright, so I found a longer bolt, Allen bolt. It should work. It's gonna be right at the end. I'm trying to hold it up with my leg. It's actually the same size . I don't like this at all. It's kind of wonky. Really need a lock washer on that side. This is going to be just to see how it's going to look anyway. Oh, there's a strap. I think there's a strap that goes around it, but look how far back that is. How far back this clamp is. That's I don't know if it came with something else, but if you look at it, this strap is way back, way towards the front. And you can see that. So I really need to probably think of something else. The springs is gonna hold it, but it's kind of way in the back. By it being stretched, it's right next to the brake caliper. Let's see what else we got. I think it's got no, that's a sticker or something. Yeah, that's a sticker. That's all it's got. We're gonna have to make something work. I guess once I tighten this clamp up, it'll stay there. I would have figured it would have been, it would have been right here. Can't go there, that's for sure. It's just gonna be just like that. Well, I'm gonna tighten this clamp up and then get the springs on there. Man, I sure don't like that though. That's what you get when you buy an aftermarket. And this is going to be a disaster here. They put the pipe way over there. Something's got to change here. That is not going to work. Unless I can come up with a bracket and come off here, then to the clamp. Because that is not going to work. It don't have no mounting right here. I need to slide that right out of there. Scratch it up. this little band's coming off. Probably have to put that band on the inside. So I'm going to see if I can come up with some kind of bracket. I'm going to put this band on the inside because it's going to scratch it. I'm going to have to come up with some kind of flat piece of steel to bring this clamp back further. Yeah, this thing sucks. Yeah, I'm gonna come up with some kind of bracket that'll bring the clamp at least back there, because that's just not gonna do it. Let me see what I can come up with and give my knees a rest for a minute, and we'll get back. All right, I figured out what I did wrong. The shorter pipe goes on the right side, and the longer pipe goes on the left side. So with the shorter pipe, it will let the muffler or silencer or slip on, whatever you want to call it, it'll let it go down further because it's shorter. You just got to figure out I knew something had to be wrong, because things wasn't adding up right. Like I said, they don't give you no instructions on what goes where. You just gotta figure it out. Which I don't mind it, because I like trying to figure stuff out. Where's that other washer go? Oh, it's on this one. But sometimes it can be kind of nerve-wracking trying to figure out some stuff, and it's not like it's supposed to be or in the picture or something, man. So this little rubber part of the band is supposed to be on the outside. I did find a lock washer, because it's going to need a lock washer. Let me see if I can. See, this little band, it don't want to stay. You kind of got to make it stay. The rubber stay on the band so it won't scratch your pipe up. They should have had it where it went all the way around. It's still loose as a goose though. That don't make any sense. it's almost like something needs to be around the muffler so it will won't be so loose, like another band that goes around it. But that is exactly how it's supposed to be. It's got a little bit more clampage here. So I'm gonna have to try and find something to go around it. It didn't come with anything else because it's just too loose. Unless we can take some pliers. I think pliers are gonna help that. I know the other exhaust should be the same size. It's just, there's nothing. It's got good, I can put my hand beside it, but that ain't gonna work. I'm gonna have to find something to go around it that'll make it tighten up. Piece of rubber mat or something, cut it. But that is how it's supposed to be there. That looks pretty good right there. So back to the drawing board on that. Let me see if I can come up with to wrap this pipe and make that clamp tighter. Unless you take, I really don't want to take that rubber grommet out. That'll bring it in a little tighter. But I'm gonna find something to wrap around it, and then we'll put the springs on it. I'll go do the other side and fire this bad boy up. So back to the drawing board for me. Alright, so I finally got this side done. I had to make a bracket out of flat steel, just a flat piece of flat metal, and extending this back so that way the clamp has more of the muffler to actually grab onto. I flipped that rubber around because it's supposed to be on the inside because it gives the muffler more support. But I left that rubber insulator in there, so with this flat piece of steel it lets the clamp close in tighter. This thing had several stickers with it, but this sticker was like the most one to take up the space, so I put that there. Got the springs on. They're kind of stretched out to maximum. And also got the clamp, muffle clamp or tailpipe clamp, whatever you want to call it, on there. So yeah, it looks pretty good. Even back here, got plenty of space. I can get my hand between there. It's not up against the swing arm, not up against the caliper. So now I just got to do the other side, which I got another piece of flat steel I'm going to cut and do the same thing. Might won't have to because the other pipe is longer, but I had to do that on this side because I didn't have no choice with it. Clamp up here, it wasn't clamping the muffler tight enough, and the band was like way up there, so it was just flimsy, but now it's pretty solid. So I'm going to go ahead and move to the other side and get that done and show you how that looks, and then we'll fire it up. Okay, so I got this side complete. I did find out these mufflers are supposed to come with some like Z brackets to hook in where the original mufflers go through the rear foot pegs, and it didn't come with them. So like I said, I had to just take some pieces of metal and make me some brackets. So I guess they just forgot to put them in the box. But I have not started it yet, so I wanted to wait till I get you guys all plugged in Everything's cold like it's supposed to. I haven't cranked it. And let's see how it sounds together. I had to put some more gas in it because the gas light popped on the last time I ran it. And I don't want it to run out of gas. So I'm going to fire it up. Might be an echo in here because I got the door closed. But let's just see how it sounds. Sounds really good. I don't feel any exhaust leaks coming from anywhere. That's what a 1300 should sound like. I haven't even tried to put it in gear. I think we might have to put some wrap on this pipe over here because you kind of feel the heat. Might have to get some pipe wrap and wrap this pipe. It kind of comes out right there. If you put your leg back too far, you can burn it. It's not that hot though. Of course, we just cranked it up. But yeah, it sounds good. I don't have the back seat latched all the way down. I got to make sure the key lock works. Ain't no funky lights on the dash. That's good. Wonders the horn works. Yep. Turn signals. Front ones don't work. Might have a bad bulb. Well, that front one don't work anyway. Front ones. think we either got some bad bulbs. I know the fuses are good. I'll check the bulbs and make sure they're good. Man, that thing sounds good. Sounds scary fast. I gotta lube the chain. Chain needs to be lubed up, so I'm gonna put some chain lube on it. And should be ready to take this thing for a test drive. Yep. It's all back together, all but the sides. Like I said, I got the left side, but it's busted up real bad where he went down on it. I don't know how he messed up both sides, but I don't even have the right side. But like I said, he was going to buy new plastics for it. So this is basically what I got. Just the bike. I'll say busted up side cover for the left, but I'm gonna see what's up with the turn signals, make sure I get those working. And I gotta get some dielectric grease. I'm gonna unplug all these plugs right here and put some dielectric grease on there, and so that way if it sits outside, water won't get in the plugs again and short out everything. I did find out these bikes have a rollover, like a rollover relay. This little box right here, if you roll over, it will shut the bike down. It's got an arrow pointing up, and I accidentally had this thing upside down over in there like that, and the bike would turn over but it wouldn't fire. And I thought about it. I said, I wonder what's this little box mean when it says up. So I stuck it like that and the bike cranked right up. It's supposed to go on a holder somewhere. I couldn't find it. Maybe it goes here. No, I think these, it won't reach all the way over there, because the rear brake lights is on the same thing, same harness. But I'm gonna leave it right there, so if it flips upside down or as it lays on its side, it shuts the fire off, shuts the bike off, so that's pretty good. Because on a 1300 sports bike, you don't want to just land on the side running wide open. You want it to shut down. So I'm gonna do a little bit more stuff to it, like with the lights, lube the chain, just make sure everything's tight, and we'll take this thing for a test spin, see how it does, and the owner can come pick it up. But the exhaust is all on, looking pretty good, sounding good, and it will live on to be riding on the street again. Alright, so I went on Amazon and picked up some of this heat insulating exhaust wrap. I'm going to put some of this on these pipes that's going into the converter up under the bike. So I'm going to remove the pipe and do both sides. That way you don't burn your legs. You go to put your feet down. So I've never wrapped pipe before, so I'm gonna give it a shot. I got, how much feet did I get? I think I got 50 feet titanium tape with stainless ties. Okay. So anyway, I'm gonna put that on there. It's got the little ties, and I think it should have well enough just to wrap it both sides. So I'm gonna get everything ready and we'll get these wrapped. I'm gonna go ahead and get these pipes off of there. I'm gonna try and wrap these things. In the instructions, it's saying you gotta wear gloves because these things are made, or this wrap is made out of fiberglass, and I think it said it's made out of somewhere in here. Small amount of wax and contains small amount of wax and fiberglass hairs. So we're gonna wear some gloves. They send you some gloves with it. So I would suggest if you're gonna do this, you need to wear some gloves because fiberglass itches, gets in your skin. Those little fiberglass hairs. So what they say do is cut off a piece that you need and dip it in water or spray it in water. Spray it with water or dip it in a bucket. I just got a bucket. So I've never done this before, so this is new. So I'm gonna go ahead and dip this in some water, like they said. Don't know why. So first I need to put the first clamp to hold it. I guess the water makes it where it's not so stiff. It actually makes it stick a little bit, huh? So how do they want you to wrap it when you're constantly wrapping? I guess the water makes it stick to the pipe. That's what I'm saying. First time for everything. Yeah, it ain't wrapped right. This sucks. And I came up short. Oh, I thought I had that measured right. Good thing I bought 50 feet. They want you to overlap it. I guess what you need to do first is wrap it, then put the clamp on at the bottom. But I think I didn't. Yeah, I should have cut it a little longer than that. At least I wanted to come up here to the clamp. I probably use this one on the other side. It's shorter. So I'm just gonna measure and cut it longer. Oh man, what did I get myself into? This is longer, so this should work. Getting water everywhere. This was a bad idea. Move y'all back some, yeah. See what's going on, because I'm slopping water everywhere. Water and fiberglass. I'm still cutting it too short. It's gotta be longer than that. This sucks. This really, really sucks. It ain't gonna be too long this time. I mean too short. Maybe you're only supposed to put the tip of it in there. I don't know. This sucks. End up double wrapping it. There we go. I'm just gonna come here, go like that. Still not doubled in some spots. I want to overlap it. Let me try it again. It moves on you while you're trying to. I gotta go double lap it more. think I double lapped it too much. You ain't tearing that stuff with your hand, that's the one thing. That'll be good right there. See how that look? Thing is getting the clamps on there where they're gonna stay. The double, I'll probably just put 3 all the way down. You get it wet, it sticks. I gotta remember how to do the clamps. Supposed to pull tight. I guess you pull tight and fold it. Cut off the access. But that looks pretty decent. I mean, my first time ever doing this, so it's your first time doing something, you just got to try it. If you fail, try it again. Ain't easy wearing gloves either, especially when it's wet. You see the pipe is going to go on like that. I kind of marked the pipe before I took it off. Some of these are shorter than the other ones. I didn't know that. They got different lengths. Man, once you put them on there, they don't come off. These are one-way clamps. They won't come off. Guess I'm gonna go with it. I can't get it off. So you need to know your length before you put them on there, because let's see, pipe goes like that. I want the band parts on the inside. Not the band parts, but the I can't get a grip on it. Everything is so wet. That's best it's gonna get. I'm gonna cut this access off. Really needs a screwdriver. That's as good as it's gonna get, folks. I'm gonna put one more up here, a short one. All I can say is it's on there. Do some light in the game. So I'm gonna cut this off. We should be good. Then I gotta do the other side. I'm gonna cut these little hairy parts off here. I think once the water dries and the heat hits it, it hardens up. Can you refold it or something? No. It don't actually show you, it says cut. Need something sharper to cut with. There we go. You gotta watch that too. It's got like a sharp edge on it. I ain't even worried about cutting that one. This sucks. I guess the second time I do this, it'll probably be alright. But there it is. It's a wrap pipe. Best I can get it. So I'm gonna get the other pipe off and get it wrapped, get it back on there. Alrighty, here you go, folks. So I got the pipes all wrapped. Looks pretty good. Like I say, this will keep a lot of the heat off your legs and the passenger's legs, or legs. Here's the other side. Yep, so this bad boy is all together as much as it's going to get with what I have. So the next step is to get it out and take it for a ride, make sure the brakes work good and the clutch works, and the gears and all that, and it'll be ready to go back to the original owner, which is not me, but the guy who brought it to me to get it going. I did also get a lot of the wiring straightened out. I took all the plugs loose, put some dielectric grease inside all the plugs, and made sure there wasn't any moisture or corrosion, because it's set outside with this side cover off. It's supposed to have a cover like that, but on this side it's missing, so it just rained in there. And I'm gonna tell him he need to, if he's gonna set it outside, he needs to cover it up. That way the fuse box and all that won't get wet and get corrosion down in there. But I did get the headlight going. It's got one of those super bright halo, I guess that's what you call it, headlights. So we got all the lights going. Turn signals now going. There's that side. And there's the back. Those lights have a little fan in them to keep them cool. There's that. And turn signals off. Got hazards. Kind of cleaned it up a little bit. Yep. So the only thing he's got to do now is just get him a new set of plastics, and he'll be good to go. So yeah, I am going to, oh, I got to lube the chain. I forgot about that. I'm going to lube the chain, and we'll get it out, take it for a ride, and that's going to be it on it.
right, folks, here it is. It runs really good. It kind of takes time to get used to cornering because it's stretched, but I don't think I've ever rode a stretch motorcycle before. But it rides pretty good though. It's got a lot of power. We're starting to burn the packing out of the new pipes, as you can see smoke coming out of there. So, but it rides good, it sounds good, the brakes work good, clutch works good. Like I said, all the lights and stuff work. So it's a good running bike. Just needs some plastics on it. Still having a little problem out of this clutch handle, clutch safety switch thingy, because I had to kind of just squeeze in on the handle. I cleaned it and it worked fine, but now you have to kind of hold in on the clutch. Not running hot or anything. I mean, it's ready. It's a good running machine. Just needs some cleaning up still, and probably can use some brakes. I mean, they stop pretty good. Like I say, it's a stretched out bike, so it's taking me time to get used to riding it. But man, I've never rode a 1300 before, but this thing has got some beast power. I mean, just barely hitting the throttle, you are just gone. But I'm gonna ride it a little bit. I've already talked to him, and he said that he is ready to pick it up when I'm ready. So I'm gonna ride it and make sure it still stays up to temperature the way it's supposed to, and the fans and stuff work, no leaks. And he'll be ready to get it this weekend. Might be able to get it today if he feels like to come get it. And I don't think he's gonna load it on a trailer like he brought it to me. He's probably just gonna ride it back to his house, which I would. I mean, everything on it feels good. I like that pipe wrap though. Yeah, that looks good. Someone popping firecrackers or something in the woods. But I'm gonna get it out and ride a little bit more. It didn't cool down. It started sprinkling a little bit, so I was scared it was gonna start raining, because I don't like riding crotch rockets in the rain. A cruiser bike, yeah, but crotch rockets, especially one with all this power, I just don't like riding them in the rain. I'd rather just park somewhere and let it clear up. But I'm gonna ride it some more, and we'll see how everything go, and get ready to ship it back home. I don't know if y'all heard it. I kind of missed the gear. There's a bunch of rocks down there where they've been digging on the side of the road right here. It's a bunch of rocks in the middle of the road, and one of them I hit. It popped up and hit the tip of my shoe, and when it hit, I moved my foot to react and missed the gear. But there's a lot of pebbles down there. But man, this thing will just light up the road though. I mean, that smoke you see is just the stuff burning off the pipe. But man, this thing will move. I've never had a 1300 Hayabusa, never rode one. I knew a lot of people that had one. But yeah, if you're not careful on them, you can go down. And I see why they stretched it out to keep it from popping the wheelie. Because you can see the black mark I laid down right here. The battery's kind of iffy. I cut it off to get the camera out, and it didn't want to crank, so it's gonna need a new battery. But I finally let it sit and it cranked up. But I laid rubber all the way to there. All the way down there. Woo, this thing will move. Well, anyway, I'm gonna get it back to the shop and tell them to come pick it up. So if you guys like what you seen, there's actually the police shooting range over there. They're over there shooting. If you guys like what you see, stay tuned to the channel, subscribe, and leave comments. It'll be more stuff like this hopefully coming up. Try and get into more sport bikes. And of course we got that Kawasaki cruiser bike I haven't got to yet, but I wanted to get this one done first. So anyway, like, share, subscribe. Check out the first channel, RPM Auto. And thank y'all for watching and subscribing and commenting, and stuff like you guys watching and commenting. Let me know y'all watching the videos. That encouraged me to go out, try and get more stuff to work on, to bring back and let y'all see it. So I'm gonna get out of here. I'm getting hot with this helmet on, and we'll holler at y'all later. Peace out. Y'all be safe.